On April 2nd of 2009, Zachary was at football practice, and I was there after school to pick him up. And so I went around to the back of the field house and realized there were ambulances there. I approached the field house and was stopped suddenly by a plain police officer who said that I couldn't go into the field house. I just knew at that point when I was stopped that there was something definitely wrong. They took Zachary to the hospital, and I found out then that he had had sudden cardiac arrest, and he later passed away. Zachary was very strong, and we had no idea and no indication that there were any heart problems. Sudden cardiac arrest can happen to anyone.
And when this tragedy occurred, we felt as if there had to be something that could be done to keep other families from going through the same type of tragedy.
A lot of people out in the world, and they handle tragedy in so many different ways. Some, crawl into a hole. Others just go on their day and deal with it. And then there are those who really, there's a very few small group of those who really feel compelled to embark and forge forward and utilize that tragedy for a greater purpose.
Something really positive in what is such a negative situation, and bringing, educating people so that they don't have to face the things that she did.
There is not anything that will tell a person or a child whether they are at risk for this without being tested. It is part of their makeup that needs to be screened for to find the people who are at additional risk for that.
We formed a Living for Zachary screen. We screened over 1,000 student athletes since 2009. Out of that, we've referred a lot of kids to specialists to have further checkups that their parents didn't even know that they had anything even wrong with them.
After just 2 years' time, not only are we saving lives through screening, we're saving lives through donating AEDs, automated external defibrillators.
It is our goal not only to donate the device, but to leave that facility very knowledgeable about how to use it if a sudden cardiac arrest was to occur.
The need for defibrillators is exceptional in terms of preventing sudden cardiac death in kids in athletics.
The use of AEDs in sudden cardiac arrest is the only way to change a disorganized, unperfusing rhythm into a perfusing, organized rhythm. That is why it is of utmost importance that Living for Zachary get AEDs out into the public where they can be used.
They really figured out early on, I think, how to reach people and how to communicate the importance of this cause.
These folks have been impacted. So have their friends, their schoolmates.
Golf tournaments, going to civic events like Chamber of Commerce meetings, school events, lots of football games and basketball games, things like that where you just, behind the scenes, do whatever needs to be done to get the message out.
D Magazine has a partnership with Living for Zachary to basically make their events and all the things they do more visible to the community. It's a great corporate relationship for us, as well as what we think is just an outstanding venture into the community.
We've had the opportunity to do a few stories on the Living for Zachary Foundation and some of the events that were coming up to try to get the word out.
Even though Living for Zachary is such a young organization, for us they fill such a niche because they talk to those young adults that really need to hear about heart disease and stroke. We're just proud to have them. We wish they could triple in size every day.
I think Living for Zachary can really help us save lives and really continue to grow the amount of lives that we're saving every year, and really by expanding outside of just Collin County and Dallas County and even Texas, but really taking this on a national level.
And we felt that we had some expertise that we could provide to Living for Zachary to really develop their vision into reality.
So Medtronic is a corporate partner of Living for Zachary, but certainly the local team who puts in the man hours at the hospital and who works on the education committee. That's really where the rubber meets the road for us.
I'm hopeful that my involvement and my contributions to the organization will make a difference and help it to take it to that next level.
We're going to take this thing to the next level, and our families are involved, our spouses are involved. We are, as a board, a family unit. We're going to take this thing to the world.
Our goal for 2012 is to donate 24 automated external defibrillators back into the community, as well as start the mobile heart screening.
This mobile service will go out into a 5-state region. Our goal is to impact as many student athletes as we can screen on a daily basis.
And having this opportunity for young men and young women to have this done prior to seasons is essential. And I know as the incoming president of our Texas High School Coaches Association, that's one of the things that I will move toward and trying to make sure that our coaches across the state of Texas understand that if this screening is available to your athlete, to any athlete, then they need to have this done.
Since the inception of Living for Zachary, we've seen tremendous growth, just phenomenal growth.
I just encourage everyone to get involved because we are growing so quickly and we're touching so many lives.
I can't think of an organization that is doing better things to impact our kids in athletics and sudden cardiac death than anything right now. I'm extraordinarily impressed with the people and the work of Living for Zachary.
It has been very rewarding, and recently one of the AEDs was used to save a prisoner's life at a local church.
And she has saved so many lives through this organization.
I'm amazed at how she has affected the community and everybody's lives around her. It's just heart-filled words, and it makes me feel so proud to be a part of this organization.
To know that a life was saved by something that our organization did is just amazing.